But hey, Masanda.
Yeah, welcome to Thailand Radio Sports. It is another. This one is a special episode, right? It's no longer a heated one. I know namhlanje ziyawa ziyaphihlela bafethu ngiphethe abanye abantu bafethu asithemba ukuthi ubhuti lo yangeke asiphinde ngale line yakhe le washaya. But it's a surprise anyway. Takauza.
Hey, welcome to it. Shafidi.
I'm not.
Asbong. It's good to be here.
I know. They said it's a round table, but angithi alibonakala ngalona le round.
No, hilo.
Round table, yeah. Mr. K, Rashid K.
Yes.
You good, sir?
I'm all good. How are you?
No, you're right. I'm just waiting
sure.
for another line, you know. A nigga look like lady. Mr. Kago?
Oh, Tim.
Sharp Gunda.
I'm George.
Peter Maswai saw it. I'm like, I wonder how we need a Maswai saw it, but it's what they told her along the way. But Ghost.
Yeah, sure. I'm Nandi, just Nandi. Nandi. I'm standing in for that other Ghost, yeah. And today it's hectic. You know, if Sipo was here, best one of my son wanna buy a studio, you know. I'm thinking with let that see say wrong. And now
those one of my son wanna eat.
I agree.
You eat.
Oh, there are some Kaskam County, no so much.
No, some county the cows.
Oh, some convicted.
Australia style the cows. I will see Ponga Jolang style.
But nonetheless, man, this is some of the sports. I know number of episodes. It's a special episode. We have big names in the studio. So hoping we're gonna have a great show. But definitely I know we're gonna have a great show. Dope content. The league is done, PSL is done, EPL is done. Actually, all company so I think we're gonna unpack a lot of that. Even other things as content, if it's available, we're gonna tackle those things as well, you know. But let's start because of time. The first topic, man. Something as I since 2000, Ahly, they didn't qualify for the AFCON, you know. It's been years, man. It's how many years now from 2012? It's 26 years? It's 26 years. Abangas were qualifying. We know with Ahly, they've been dominant in Africa. I think when it comes to Master, Master, true. And these guys, they start for days, man, you know. But I think we saw it because I think we covered Ahly on our previous episodes, looking at how they were firing coaches. You know, now they were cutting our salaries to players if they are not winning games. So I think we saw it live. Ahly now they are starting to drop. You know, are you guys surprised with this with what's happening now? Them not qualifying for the AFCON.
It's been coming, It's been coming. I think. But for this thing, it's a monster. The Champions League, it's a monster. So, by tate gakulu bona, it's a benchmark yabo. You can win the league, it's fine. But upito washo na. But we used to that thing. Put the big fish on the table. So if you are a coach and struggling in the Champions League, your chances of staying there are very slim. You understand? So it's been coming. You can't chop and change a coach like they've been doing. So, I'm not surprised.
It's okay?
Yeah, man. So, Ahly, I'd say they're getting exposed now because times have changed. Things have changed. Games are televised worldwide. There's VAR, there's social media. So they still have those Kaizer Chiefs trophies where they were exploiting the rules, you know, the lasers, the smoke at the stadium, whatever, cheating to get those trophies. They can't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's something that I didn't think back out.
I think the chopping and changing and the interference from their legends, it's also affecting the whole team because they have more say than the delivering. You understand? So the more they talk, there's no action. As Utakauza Ashwati, Coach Pizzo once said, along the way we'll see who's the real niggas or the real dogs in the industry. I foresee problems. I foresee them not being popular as they used to be. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think in terms of popularity, obviously they've done their job to a point where it's like it will stay like that for a long time. Maybe yeah, they will start like the Kaizer Chiefs line, and then it will escalate to Arsenal. Yeah, and then maybe they will try and come back after 30 years or so, but it's tough, man. I think man, Mphathi, this thing it clearly shows ukuthi some of the things bezenzeka behind the scenes, like as Mr. K was saying, ukuthi if you are not watching, you only see our results, then you have a different perspective of your game. But like also now they don't believe into like other nations. I think it also affected them because of the likes of our Pizzo Bebaza like actually on the right direction, but the fact now they had to chop and change the people who are delivering, and yeah, so
yeah, and another thing just to add, it's not about popularity that can help you. It's about quality and delivering. Al Ahly used to dominate the Egyptian national team, but not anymore. You know, Kaizer Chiefs is popular, but that won't help you to get into the national team or to win trophies, you know. So you need to deliver on the field.
Yeah, and they can take it lightly. Ne? Remember, in the CAF Champions League, we had teams like TP Mazembe, teams like Leia Senechira. I can't remember what do they call it. That were dominant in the Champions League, but it happened once Ugutibanga qualify. They still haven't qualified even today. Yeah. So you might think, no, they'll come back.
Kanti downfall.
Kanti they're gone. For good. Kanti they're gone for real.
Yeah. So, it's true, Takagas, but I think worldwide things are changing. You remember, even if you can go to the EPL, we had Nabo Madrid, like one Spanish Madrid, they used to dominate. They understand. EPL, Abu Menu, they used to dominate. Abu Chelsea, they used to be one of the big teams. Near example, Man City now, they were struggling this season. Yeah. So Sundowns now, they were dominating for the past 9 years league, but they couldn't succeed in winning this league, you know. So I think the Al Ahman Naik.
We know why, eh? Okay,
but let's say this is dominant forever.
Yeah, no.
Understand? Because Egypt now, I think there's pyramid, right? And the pyramid, they just came from Norway. Last season to win the CAF. Yeah. And now I think they've won a treble as well, Egypt. And so it means now a pyramid, it is the team. And the funny thing, in pyramid, they don't have a lot of fans. Remember watching their games, they don't have a lot of fans, you understand? But now they are giving us good results.
You need quality. For you to sustain this, you need to have quality. And quality has to start from the technical team to your players. But now you might have good players, but your technical team is struggling because of, as I said, the interference. If you look at the legends, the Al Ahly, they are more into want to control nama coaches. You understand? That's what another thing here, Kwatisa no Pizzo, because he even said, if you guys have so many. Why is in so coach?
And run the team.
Yeah, so you can have this quality, but if you can't win it in a dressing room.
But I think it's good they have competition. Remember, there was Zamalek was dominating before Al Ahly. Now it's pyramids, you know. So I think it's a good thing. They need to up their game as well. Similarly, as in South Africa, Kaizer Chiefs used to dominate, and then Sundowns came, and Pirates is giving them competition now.
Yo, man, let's move on to the second topic. Real Madrid missing from the Spain World Cup squad, but also from Dalaman. Spain was built from Barcelona, you know. Just with now, there's not even a single player from Madrid who are from Spain who are part of his squad. Such as Spain. Does it mean good? Also, Basha is the Chiefs in Madrid. Those who watch Madrid, because I'm not really a fan of Madrid. What's going on there?
I think Uguti in Madrid, it's one team that it has a lot of foreign players.
Yeah.
Like more than local players. So if you're looking at the local players, they are young and like they are still trying to groom them. So I'm not surprised that they did not select any actually of those players. So in Barcelona, it will have 2-3 foreigners or so. But then when it comes to Madrid, it's your Kaizer Chiefs. They go to Zimbabwe more than like they pick like in South Africa. I think that's the reason.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay. But I think what he's saying, it's going to affect Spain. I said it before on our show to say Spain is going to struggle because of they benefit more on these teams. So not having these core players from the team like Barcelona, hey, you're gonna struggle in a combination. You're gonna struggle in a combination unless if these boys that are selected, they come and play their role and show and prove us wrong to say we are players, we can play. You understand? And it also goes to the coach and the technical team how they can be able to work around that squad selected.
Yeah, it boils down to what I was saying. It's not about popularity. They failed to win La Liga. They failed to compete UEFA. Like they didn't get far. So you need players who can deliver. If you can't deliver, how are you going to deliver at the World Cup level if you can't deliver locally and continentally? So it's all about delivering on the field. And Spain obviously is carried by Barcelona, which is not supposed to be.
It's been like that, eh?
Yeah, and you know the story of Catalonia. Barcelona is in Catalonia, which they've been fighting for their independence. They're not Spain. They've been carrying Spain for years. Barcelona, which is in Catalonia. It's like us forcing Lesotho to be part of South Africa. That's the same thing that's happening in Barcelona because they even have their own language, not Spanish.
Their own flag.
Yes, they have their own flag, but just politics and whatever forced them to be under Spain, and they've been carrying Spain for years in football.
So practically Spain, they don't have any football.
Without Barcelona, without Catalonia, they're nothing.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, Tumsane said it, man. The core of that Real Madrid team, all foreign nationals. You understand that? So, as a national team coach now, you have to pick the cream it's available for when as a nation. So go Madrid uzothatha because all players is Lapana who are holding key positions are not from the Spain national team. So it was inevitable what it will happen bangabi nama players Lapana. Because this young man who was doing well at the beginning of the season, I think it's he was the only player, man, of Spanish nationality, but he got dropped or he lost form, trying to go to maybe please the prima donna there, go to that boy is failed to go to the World Cup, man. So it was bound to happen. You can't just say. It's Real Madrid. Let's have one player from them just for the sake of Guti. He play go Real Madrid. To understand.
Yeah.
So I know. No surprises there at all.
But also, I don't know why a lot of people are shocked because I remember even the Spain that won the World Cup.
2010.
Villa, whatever. That was Barcelona. I think it was Barcelona.
Yeah, because I think Then they had Ramos. They didn't have
Iniesta.
more than 3 players from Madrid in that team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so because I remember in that time it trended with Barcelona won the
Yeah.
Then. So I don't know why is it they're having issues now. And also Spain, they've been playing good. So as with the previous squad, the best recently, about Yamal, they had Madrid players. They dropped them now. That's why they're complaining.
No, I think it's just a shock. No Real Madrid players there.
No, but ever since Madrid was dominating, it was foreign players.
Yeah.
You know, it
The
was
Galacticos.
the Ronaldos,
Figos.
all these players. David Beckham. It's always been like foreign players.
Sundowns,
Sundowns has 8 players in Bafana Bafana.
Yeah, we saw yesterday. we didn't know. Because we have enough players.
Yeah, they have. I think also Pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
eight.
Pirates has 8 as well.
Yeah.
Because we still do my internationals now. Because South Africa, it's hot now. It's crazy. So we're gonna Vala the show with South African football. Arsenal, obviously, you know, they've been struggling for the past 22 years in winning this thing. You know, even now we saw them almost fumble the league in the last games, as they normally do. Because I'm a Chelsea fan, but this is another location. I think it's about time now Arsenal win the league, man, because they've been number two, what Pirates was doing, you understand? So also now there was a point where they had a 12 points gap, you know, because remember Man City had a bad season.
Yeah,
I don't
much.
know how Bafia number 2 now it gaps with 2 points, because if you can check now, I think Arsenal they won the league number points 2 points gap or 3.
I think, is it 2?
2, I think 2.
Yeah.
You understand? So it means if Man City they didn't lose their last game, they lose, they draw.
No, they played a draw.
They played draw, you understand? It means they were gonna Arsenal also they're gonna have a problem. You know, so what's your take?
I think
Because how they win it, it's not convincing, guys. Really convincing. You need to see gap. Because okay, there's a 10 points gap or 5 points gap. to win the
But
league.
not on your first win after so many years. You see, Pirates won it by 1 point, you know, because they've been number 2 for like 6 years now, you know. So maybe when they gain that confidence and come next season playing as defending champions, maybe they can have that gap now, you know. But I don't think it's fair to expect 7-point lead or 8-point lead on their first championship.
as a defender,
Defending, because they were taking it, they were snatching it from Man City. Pirates were snatching it from Sundowns. So 1 or 2 points justifiable.
Yeah, but looking at how Man City was playing and how Arsenal had a good season, to be honest. They started fumbling on the last games.
Arsenal always has a good season. If you check
They
4,
just-
5, 6, 7 seasons back, they always have good seasons. But they fumbled towards the last days. I was also surprised when they win. I had that. I was skeptical to say, history is going to repeat itself, and it was the same thing with the Orlando Pirates. Whereby Pirates will do well along the season, but towards the end of the season, Sundowns is taking the league. So it was the same thing with Arsenal. Arsenal has been doing well, but they didn't have that. I don't know what was lacking for them to just snap the win.
I think it's experience of coping under pressure. You know, the mental strength. Some teams don't have that endurance. You know, like, can I hold on to this until the end of the season? Not every team has that.
Yeah, no. Arsenal really nearly fumbled that championship, you know, because I think subconsciously it clicked to we might lose this again like the previous times, you understand? So I think it was a matter of are they sure bangayithatha or not? Hence they fumbled this other games. You thought they are going to play Bramford. You thought Arsenal can win this thing, and then they lose that game, and then a pressure we're going to fumble this thing like the Proteas always do go cricket, you understand? So But Bona, in honest fact, it was bound. They've been patient with their coach. They've been very patient. So it's a reward for the management of the team and the coach. We kept the faith to go coach, and he has finally delivered. You understand? And the manager, if you check going forward, they have a big chance of Bangai defender this thing. You understand? Because now Bona, they are not going to start from scratch like other teams. I think if you check, Menu is gonna rebuild with that coach they have now. Man City are gonna have a completely different coach. They'll have to start from scratch. Liverpool on the other side, they have to rebuild. It was not a good season. So now Arsenal will build on this victory. Bona, they are not starting from scratch. They are the defending champions, and it will give them an edge over other teams in the coming seasons.
And the experience from the Champions League, it's going to work on their favor when it comes to league.
If they win it.
No, like getting to the finals, like playing there consistently, until the finals. We've seen it happen with Sundowns. They play tough games. Even if they don't win it, they come back and win the league, because of that experience. So I think it's going to work for Arsenal as well.
I don't see it working. I think if we're looking at the Arsenal journey, also Man City did them a huge favor in terms of dropping the ball. Because if Man City won this actually 2 games or so, and then actually they would have been nowhere to
they have more goals as well.
You see, yes.
Even if they finished points, I mean, City was going to take the title.
So like in terms of like actually Arsenal dominating next season, I don't see it. I see the likes of Man U coming back and then giving them problems. Arsenal, I think they will go back to number 2 again because. The problem with Arsenal, I feel like it's depth. They don't have that. They are relying on certain players. If Saka is not there, then they are not performing. If Trossard get injured, and then they are not performing. That's the problem that they are having. They don't have like actually a group of players where they will be like, okay, if I lose this one, then I can be able to actually back up with this one. Man City can sign. A coach, and then maybe you find your Mourinho style, who will sign players, and then they come and dominate again, and take the league. So I feel like this league, the English Premier League, is the same as the South African one. Someone handed over.
Do you think? Do you think if Man City were to lose Haaland, they will have another scoring machine?
Yeah, they will. They will have another scoring machine. Man City, it's a matter of getting someone who's going to supply. Just replace Kevin De Bruyne. That's what they do. So it's just a matter of, even if they can lose, Haaland can go to any other team. For as long as there is a distributor. If Haaland can get Bruno Fernandes, he will score. So.
But we must also, when you talk about Man City, we must also remember, now the coach has left, right? Pep is left, as much as Ukhotmana Ashwati. Those top 3 or top 4 teams are going to rebuild from the technical team. So you will need somebody who can win the games from the boardroom, from the dressing room. You understand? Coaching team players abadlala ku Man City is not easy like coaching a team efana Wolves. You will need that coach who has character, who will be able to say, guys, you came second best last season. We can't be, this is not who we are. You understand? Yeah. And you're having this Arsenal who started, they to start believing in themselves now. To say, it's doable. We won it. And we can,
do it again.
We can do it again.
Yeah, the belief is there.
The belief is there.
Hey, guys, it's good. Also, for me, I think it's good to be ambitious. Looking at how they've been playing, right? Not saying they were playing bad football.
No.
They are playing good football.
They're playing good football.
But season in, season out, they're giving us same results, right? So right now, my point is, those guys, they had 12 points gap. You understand? Our last game, they almost fumbled. That's what they do every season. You understand? So right now, okay, it means City, they must lose in order for us to win the league. That's not good, according to me. You understand? So it means if the Sundowns, for the past last seasons, there was a guarantee that they are winning the league. We're going to say, because we win or not. I don't know if it makes sense. But games, but points. Even though they were playing good, but number 2, they don't go that closer. You get? So with Arsenal, every season, there was a point like, okay, Arsenal, okay, we are good. They are promising. You understand? Last few games, Arsenal, they're starting to lose games. They're starting to draw games. Number 2, they gotta catch up, you know. So for me, let's just see. This is in my vula. Check how they're gonna play. But I'm not really convinced as yet which they can win it for the second time next season. Now, I win, maybe they can play after the games. We're gonna come back and talk about it. It's okay. How they are playing, maybe it can be better. But there's no difference. League this season on how they played the previous seasons.
Yeah, it's just that
because it means if Man City were playing better and they're winning games, they're gonna have problems.
Yeah, that's my point. If Man U won certain games, there are certain games that they drew. Like there was a controversial there. If they won, I think 3 or 4 games, they should have been there on top.
Guys, Man City had a bad season. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Man City, they had a bad. They were able to chase the Arsenal move while they having a bad season.
Serious. And if you remember, Pep Guardiola, when they signed Pep Guardiola, he signed players and then he won the league. So if they can get someone like that again, then it's going to still be the same thing. Because with Arteta, that guy, I know.
Arteta retired to Mohambi so Pep, man. Arteta is a student of the game. He learned from Opep. So I believe with Manj, he has the core of his team. There's slightly chance Ogutu Trossard can leave. There's talk Ogutu Odegaard wants to go back to Madrid. So it's not much that he has to do. It's just to fill those gaps as well. But I guarantee you, and Arsenal will pull a big one next season. They're going to do it back to back.
Can only hope. Let's move.
But Takaza, Justin J, even if like bangathi khona abantu abahambayo maybe ufila ama gaps. Remember, Arsenal is a thing like to actually go and buy a lot of players so that if this one is not there, they can be able to
they are
compete.
not used to buying.
Yeah, they are not used. I think it's the same as like someone who's not used to managing a bigger squad. That's the problem there, Arsenal.
I think they lacked the character, Arsenal, these previous seasons where they were not winning the league. But now they have found it. You understand? Winning coming from
You want to win again.
Do you think Paris is going to win the league next season?
Okay.
Do you think Paris is going to win the league next season?
No, it's about you see the champions because Arsenal played the same as previous seasons.
Yes.
It's just that the champions slacked. It's the same thing with the PSL. Sundown slacked and Pirates won the league. It's not that they are better than last season.
Both it. Pirates bought the league.
The last international topic, Ballon d'Or for 2026. We have our rankings. So number 9 we're having Haaland. Then number 10 we're having Haaland. Number 9 João Felix. João Felix is El Nassr.
Yeah. Udlala noRonaldo. I think go to figure kanjani.
They hardly include people from tournaments and everything, you understand? But he's there. Ukvicha, I don't know Ukvicha. Then he's number 8. Then there's number 7, Vitinha. Number 6, Michael Olise. Number 5, Lamine Yamal. Number 4, Kylian Mbappe. Number 3, Declan Rice. Number 2, Harry Kane. Number 1, Dembele. What's your take?
I think Champions League is a determine which but obviously.
So if now Arsenal are winning Champions League, Rice can. That's what you say.
Rice ube injured man for his courtesy.
So the Arsenal player it's Rice and who's number 3.
Usually it the Ballon d'Or goes to the top 3 rated. It comes within. You can't be number 6 on the rankings, and it's highly unlikely.
That means by this already know with some people they're not winning it.
They're not winning. It's within the competition is within the top 3.
Dembele was performing better than because last season he won the Ballon d'Or, right?
Yeah.
So
no. Dembele
has dropped, no?
No, he was injured for a long time. Go check ama stats wakhe we riding we French league. I think he hardly played 10 games.
Yeah.
So I'm questioning this thing. How come is he ranked number one? Because akadlalanga kakhulu this season. He came back February.
Or the Champions League UEFA.
No, all the games from domestic to Champions League to national to you performing at the national team.
He can be on the list, but not number one.
No, but he is currently. I think also angithi go vote laban laba ba wrong laba ya. So those journalists, those specific journalists, and also is it sponsored by France?
Yeah.
So it makes sense why like Ahly lapho. So
Or maybe it's a defending champ. I get way better man.
Yeah.
I know. Last season's points don't count. Last season points don't count.
You get my point. So, but I think you mentioned player like Ukane. I'm looking. I think
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like a lot of people don't understand that being a top goal scorer, the Ballon d'Or has a category for top goal scorers. Just because you had 100 goals in a year doesn't mean that they consider all the factors. The man of the match, the rating per game, the achievements. They not just because you had most goals, it doesn't mean you're gonna win it. There's a category for that, like top goal scorer at the Ballon d'Or. You know, so that doesn't give him any advantage.
Another thing, guys, Dembele total goals is 19 goals in all competitions. Does that require him to be number one? With 19 goals in all competitions. League, he has 10 goals.
But that's what I just said. It's not about goals.
Yeah.
That's a different category altogether.
No, I'm sure Jalama goals. One, he didn't play a lot of games.
Yeah.
Two, also, he doesn't really have a lot of goals.
So he didn't have a good season.
He didn't have a good season. He doesn't deserve to be number one. Okay, which criteria did they use that can put Dembele to number one?
He's French.
okay.
Probably
because he hosted a one.
Yeah. Besides, probably the average. You know, if you score 19 goals in 10 games and you score 25 goals in 30 games,
the average.
The average
drops.
You played 10 games, you have a better percentage average than the guy. So it's you must check. Oh, you have 30 goals, you have 19 goals, but how many games did you play? You know, how many man of the matches did you win?
Yes.
You know what I mean? They consider all those factors.
Actually, I wanted to go to that the impact in those few games that he played.
Yeah.
So if he has assisted the team win certain crucial games, Chatama man of the match, then I'm touching Begelapo. But so far, Asina, you know, Uguti actually I support the England. So we don't have an out and out player engathi lingathatha like iBallon besides yena even nagule list le like bayivezile currently.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to check the criteria that the money.
Uzoba nenking.
Okay, they're saying one individual performance, right? Decisive and impressive impact, team achievements, titles and trophies won, and sportsmanship and fair play. Okay, maybe if they can say trophy.
But here's the trick. That's the criteria for nominating, for selection. Once they are there, there's a panel of judges.
From
you
France.
know, the coaches.
They're from all of them from France.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So they vote for whoever. They like. Yeah, it's not about criteria anymore. The criteria is to get you nominated. You know, but the winner, it's gonna go down to votes. Who voted for you? How many times?
When you talk about contribution and all that, don't you think Yamil Yamal deserves to be amongst that top 4, top 3?
Last day he was. But last day I don't know because he only had 5 goals or 9 goals. That
PR works wonders in football.
Yeah.
If you have good PR, your chances of winning every award available are very high. The whole of Spain believes in the Bogut. They have a superstar in the making.
Yeah,
you understand. So PR plays a huge role when it comes to these awards.
but it's usually easier after the World Cup, because we know who performed,
Yeah.
who owned the world stage. You know, now we're just comparing different leagues. You know, players from top 5 European leagues, and you see with the World Cup, everyone is there. The who's who in the game, they play on the same stage, same competition. So it's easier after the World Cup usually.
Now, now we're going home to local football. A lot has happened. Some they won the league, but they are quiet. So it's a lot, mate. It's a lot. And also, I remember there was an issue of financial fair play in football. They've been complaining about it, you know. And one of the team were complaining as we with Sundowns, you know. People who've played for Sundowns, they'll tell you, hey, Baba Lavas don't get that boat room, but cash, tat. You understand the bonuses and everything, you know. And I think Sundowns is one of the team who always gives their players on bonuses if they perform well. And I think sometimes it motivates players as to perform better, knowing very well what I'm going to get a meal if by scoring a goal and making sure we win. That also, it builds a team, according to me. Even though I want to it's not a coffee and everything because the team don't have financial muscle and whatsoever, you know. So we saw Maui Sundowns, they've gifted their team with that CAF 100 million to their players, you know. I don't know what's your take on that.
Saqhubeka ngeprocess sokuwasha imali angithi.
But it's been like that with every trophy.
Yeah.
But with Sundowns, it's been like that. It's not like it's a new thing.
It's not
But 100 million,
They never take the prize money. It's always shared by the players and management.
is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For every trophy they win.
Every trophy.
Every trophy they win, the league, the whatever, it always goes to the players.
So hence I'm saying.
So it's not a new thing. So it doesn't matter whether it's 20 million or 100 million.
Oh, so
it's always been going to the players.
So I think now maybe different because now this is a lot of money. Ever give a share bonus, it's 100 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they.
Cause I would never. Cause I would never.
That one. You think you say that?
No, because I will. It's just that out of that 100 million, perhaps maybe 65 will have to go to bribe and you know.
Yeah, no. Umtsipa one maga take over made it clear ukuthi yena he just wants trophies. The money is for the players. Yena he wants trophies and then
It's a hobby then.
yeah,
it's
like
a hobby.
so it's been like that. Ngathi I'm a player when they implemented this thing there, match win bonus. I remember back then players used to fight ukuthi hey baba. So we know my game by 3 we get so much bonuses. So it always keeps them on their toes, you understand? Because they would say ukuthi match winning nje kuphela umuntu uyasurvive angathasha ngesalary yakhe. So the money thing is always been there ukuthi I culture a team. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Mtsipe is sponsoring himself with Ubuntu Butu. Ubuntu Butu, because Vodacom can't compete with that. You know, if he says he wants 2 or 3 billion, they can't do it, but he can do it from his own pocket.
From his own pocket.
Yeah.
But now then that thing it comes again and say, so does Motsipe's money belongs to Sundowns, or how do you run now Sundowns?
No, it's company. It's like Ubuntu Butu is a company. It's like Vodacom.
So that's how Motsipe is injecting money into Sundowns. Hence I said like it's a process of.
It's the same. The Arabs, the Emirates. It's being done in the EPL.
I'm not disputing that.
Yes.
I'm just saying that, like, surely the fact that you are running a club and then when you actually income, you take the same money and then you are giving it to the players. And then what does it say exactly about actually like the running of that club or the finances of the team?
To check the Qatar Airways. So Mtsipe is using the same blueprint.
So does it say that those teams, when they win, they take the money and then the owners take only the trophy, or that money comes in again into the books of the team? Because at the end of the day, remember, you need to actually do your financial records and everything. We have received 100 million, and then this is what we have spent. This is what. So you only whatever that you
for
receive,
the company for the
out.
company Ubuntu Butu, they can say, okay, when they do the accounting work, say we gave Sundowns 2 billion, and then they're gonna deal with their taxes, because it doesn't even affect them that much, because they get that money back from SARS,
Actually.
Yes. And then Sundowns will use that money however they want. They can go to South America and spend 50 million for one player.
But I think the bonus monies that Sundowns is given to, or Motsepe is given to the players, it's a good initiative. It motivates Amachita. It also brings competition to even the players, to say we are not going there just to add numbers. We are going there to compete. Because if you are not part of the 20-man or the 18-man squad, you have to ask yourself now, you understand? So it pushes everyone. That's the reason why we saw what we saw yesterday, came in the Sundowns.
Yeah.
All the best players were not there, but the Sundowns performed. You understand? Like, we couldn't believe this is a B team of Sundowns, but the look, obvious. Each and every cup that they get, and they
you
know
know what? I always hear people say Sundowns is wasting money. They win 20 million league and buy 50. It's not. They're not using that money to buy the players. That money is shared by the players. They don't even use a cent from the trophies to buy players. That's from sponsors, and they have like Hyundai, they have Ubuntu Butu, they have like a lot of sponsors. They can use that money to buy whatever player they want. It's not, people are miscalculating, saying, oh, you won this much, you're spending this much. No, that's not how it is. That the prize money goes to the players, 100% of it.
We're still local. Kaizer Chiefs finally improving. We saw with the past few seasons, Amako's shame, it was just bad, man. It was bad because from 2019, I think they've changed close to 8 coaches. That's how bad it was. Then we saw this season improving, but even though people are buying, they argue with Kaizer Chiefs, it has improved because it's a big team. I expect more. But looking at my record about breaking, my games about winning, my points about obtaining in a few games. And they finish at number 3. You understand? And by Shio number 4 with the gap as well. So over to football lovers, others they think Kaizer Chiefs improving. Others they think they can do better. Others they think it was just like
the star only shines in the darkness, in the absence of the sun. When the sun is there, you can't see the stars. So what I'm trying to say is, you can't be 15 points behind the champions and call that improvement. You were nowhere near the competition, competing for the league. You still where you were last year, fighting for top 8. So you can't say being in the top 8 is an achievement or is an improvement for a big club like Kaizer Chiefs.
I think the improvement part comes from Indaba Yoguchi. They finished position 9 last season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So from position 9 to position 3, it is an improvement, so to say. But it's not for the caliber of the team.
Yeah.
It's you can't measure that as success.
Yeah.
Understand? But from 9 to 3, you can say, maybe they'll get there eventually. But we're talking about Kaizer Chiefs here. We're not talking about Amazon.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah. I think that's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
You cannot say Chiefs has improved. We are talking Kaizer Chiefs.
If between number 3 and number 2, there's like 14 points. You know what that means? It means if other teams were performing, there could have been 14 teams in between number 2 and number 3. You know, the only reason Kaizer Chiefs is there is because other teams were underperforming. But there's still 14 points between number 2 and number 3. It was not that close. You know,
there's still a vacuum.
These teams who are performing badly, they'll make you look good while you're also performing badly.
It's a difficult one. I think I understand it in like you're gonna go point out it makes sense because obviously when we now look at Kaizer Chiefs currently, we'll say they came third. So from number 9 to number 3, then it's an improvement. So if we're looking like on a fan perspective, that's when now you're gonna say we're expecting too much from Kaizer Chiefs because of Kaizer Chiefs is a big team or something like that. But we need to be fair at the end of the day and say, in order for Pirates to win the league, Sundowns has to drop certain games, had to actually do some things. So let's be lenient. Yes, I also don't like the 2 plumbers there. But
they're gone.
Yeah. They are gone.
And it's something we spoke about on the previous episode. So the improvement that they are bringing to the team, if the management had already decided they are not retaining them at the end of the season, then they are going to let them go. And a decision those guys are because if you were going to judge them on results was second round, anyone would have kept those guys because they accumulated points that previously Chiefs accumulate. You understand? So meaning there was an improvement in terms of babege team like corner today, but because the decision they said were way before they could see this improvement.
But I don't think so unless you have low expectations. Like Kaizer Chiefs last season went trophyless, they went trophyless again this year. So next year
they won the Nedbank.
They have Nedbank.
They won the Nedbank.
They have season. Oh yes. Yeah. Oh okay, sorry, my bad. So you see, they even regressed because they had a trophy last year they didn't have this year.
Yeah.
So it depends on how you look at it. So I'm saying, like, if you have low expectations, next season you're gonna say Chiefs has improved if they end at number 2 because they were number 3 last year.
And 40.
You see what I'm saying? They can go trophyless and end the season at number 2. You're going to say, well done, Chiefs. We see the improvement.
We're looking at what they've achieved then. Remember, they were out of top 8, and then they only qualified for Econfed.
It's not an achievement if there's nothing to show. If to say, okay, here's a silverware. Yeah. That's where's the achievement?
So what Rashid you're saying is that last season was even better because of
that's what I'm saying. They regressed this year. Whenever they're talking about the previous seasons, they're gonna talk about Nedbank Cup.
Yeah.
What are they talking about this season?
Position 3.
Position 3. Nobody. No, guys.
I hear you. I hear what you say.
3 seasons from now, nobody's gonna remember that position 3.
Yeah, nobody.
But we always remember trophies.
Yeah.
No, it's how it's how a football team is judged.
Yes.
By what you put on the table.
Yes.
That's how big teams are differentiated from small teams.
Do you remember who was number 3 last season?
I don't.
Exactly my point.
But you can still remember who won the
you know what I'm saying? That's my point.
So moving forward, I think Foot this coming season, they're gonna get a new coach. He's gonna have
start afresh.
He's going to be given a benefit of a doubt. He's still getting used to our players and stuff like that. And then a season goes by, Agna next to show for it. I know we're building for next season. you see, it's always going to be that thing, going back and forth.
Yes.
Yeah, understand? Because of now you hiring a new coach.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to start from scratch. There are players that the coach is gonna say, "Angbafuni mina laba. I want my own players," and then you have to be patient.
The fans don't have all that time. You lose 3 games, you're gonna start getting bottles thrown at you.
But that's the thing. The culture of Kaizer Chiefs, I don't think Kaizer believes in firing coaches mid-season. You understand? It happens here and there once in a while. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as ukuthi the name, I think also this thing ukuthi coach Musha usapel and I think that thing it should actually end, more especially in a team like Kaizer Chiefs. Now about our bafigile go Pirates and then batate league Abukado also Chati Champions League. So I think that thing it needs to end. We need to go back to what we were talking about in one of the previous episodes where we saying which the philosophy of the team, then like the core of the team, like that needs to actually be instilled to a coach. When you are hiring a coach, you hire someone that you know ukuthi lo muntu lo we understand the Kaizer Chiefs, and then akwazi ukuthi like abuyise like the glory days back. So if you're gonna have just someone ozofuna uku-implementa i-helicopter football yakhe, omunye uyafika ufuna sidlale i-defensive football, so that's now where actually the problem starts, because of you can have a new coach today and then that coach take whatever that you have there uhambe nayo ayo win league. Look at Stuart Baxter, they said uthenga ama reject nani wonke lama player buya overseas, but wakwazi ukuthi wafika wa dominate. So why can't we have a coach that is going to come in and then afika futhi deliver with like the same players that you have like Kaizer Chiefs?
It goes a coach and also the players. As much as we're gonna look at the coach to say we need a coach that understands the philosophy and understand the culture of Kaizer Chiefs, we also need quality players who can understand the philosophy and the culture of Kaizer Chiefs. Do we have?
We do have, guys. Come on, like the likes of Nkosing Pileng over there from the development, the likes of Tutuzi Shabalala, the likes of Wandile Tuba, all of those.
Are they using them?
Currently they are using them. You see, if you're looking at Nabi, there's not much changes with Squad Saga Nabi, but they performed bad results-wise, of which same players, they've performed better, like with a different coach. You see, so that's what I'm talking about. If perhaps you can have someone who's decisive, someone who knows exactly what they want, your likes of Benny McCarthy, someone like who will be able to know, okay, this is what I want. So I think Kaizer Chiefs can be better with the same players. You
need a structure. You need a structure. You can't have a team manager buying players.
Yeah.
You need a structure. You need a coach to say, okay, I need a striker. I need 2 midfielders communicating with your scouts. And then they go look for the best in that position and bring them here. This thing of whoever in the team can buy a player and impose the players to the coach doesn't work.
And they must also stop this thing of free agencies. Free agencies they are not benefiting anything from those free agencies players. You understand what you're saying? I understand. They need to get a good scout who understand Kaizer Chiefs and who understand that Kaizer Chiefs. I also think in Nama Fenway Chiefs. Hey, they are too loyal. Yeah, they are too loyal. Even team.
What do you want them to do?
Like seriously?
No, they need to tell. They need to show. They said we are boycotting games. Did they boycott games?
No.
Instead, they were full. They bought tickets. They made sure that
you know what they say. You know what they say. They say guys are more loyal to their football teams than to their girlfriends.
Yeah.
If team yako idliwa, you stay. If ichere yako idliwa, you go.
So that's why it Chiefs in a corner ingathathi angeke sithi ayibathathi serious, but looking from the distance we will say ayibathathi serious. You understand? Because now abazithathi serious. Just imagine manje if beba boycotted lama game lawo. Definitely there was going to be some changes. There was going to be a message sent to say people are not happy. But they are not happy.
Do you think they care?
They won't.
Do you remember what Bobby Mtown said?
No, they don't care.
That-
I remember that. I remember that
That's-
statement.
that's
I remember that
business.
statement.
Yeah.
And he hasn't apologized even today.
No, guys, no. You know the thing with actually Kaizer Chiefs has in a massive number of supporters, guys. So yeah, even the people who march to Naturena, then it's not even a teardrop when it comes to like I'm telling you. So if Kaizer Chiefs can take a game manje a Cape Town Stadium, those people ba excited, the anxiety, yabona that adrenaline rush ufuna ukuyobona Kaizer Chiefs, so like it hardly goes there. So you're only getting an opportunity to go uyobukela Kaizer Chiefs stadium live, and you wanna also be part of like those memories. So that's the problem with Kaizer Chiefs, because they know which they have a lot of supporters, and then like if FNP Aisatwal, then they will move to Pichamkaba, they will move to Mbombela, they will move to like whatever stadium la ezoqala ukuthi imotivate futhi like actually abantu ukuthi bahambe bayibukela. So that's the problem with boycotting ama games. I think it was Eraga Steve Compel. FNP was empty. FNP, it was empty. You will swear it was Sundowns with 57 supporters there. And but like serious, but guys, I feel like it's not that Kaizer Chiefs it does not take a supporter serious. They have a lot of supporters. So by the time when uthi mabahambe omunye uthi ya sahambe thina wena uwephela ohamba ayothina siya stadium. But anyway,
Yeah, but yeah, no.
we can't stay to Kaizer Chiefs. Since you number 3 anyway, that's not an achievement. Yes, or I should say. Well, I just wanna look at something, guys. The relationship between Orlando Pirates and Orbit College. It's showing a lot of it's raising a lot of actual. If Pirates beat Devon City, then they've already took the league because of Orbit. It's mini Orlando Pirates, same as like a Golden R25 2026. I'm shocked. I'm even scared to Kulumangai.
Well, you see, if a lot of teams have smaller teams on the lower ranks, like Mutsipe or wherever league. So what must happen if that team gets promoted to PSL? Now that they must pretend like they're not associated to Sundowns or Pirates or Chiefs. What must happen?
It's a tough one.
No, I get the PSL law book says ukuthi if like for Pirates, for instance, in a pelepele angithi kunto ku ABC Motsepe.
Yes.
So once a pelepele gets promoted to ABC, to the Motsepe Foundation Championship, they have to sell that status, because now it's gonna be a conflict of interest. You cannot have two professional teams under one umbrella. You understand? So now into yayenzeka nento ne Swallows ne Uppington City. Yeah. So now khona manje we can't legally prove ukuthi the association is legit or because leyana a college, leyana a Pirates, you understand? But then if you look from what they have been saying all along, ukuthi Nkosana Khoza, Mpumi Khoza are the ones who have been assisting Orbit from the lower divisions until now. Then that link, you can't just put it aside as ukuthi they're gonna return the favor if a need arises ukuthi ba return a favor.
As long as Bompumi Khoza are not on the papers of running Orlando Pirates, they can run any other team. You can't say because you're Khoza's son or your Khoza's daughter, you're not part of Orlando Pirates officially, like on paper. You don't have any shares, you don't have anything. Even that thing has loopholes, because if they say I must sell my team, if I sell it to Chico, are the ties cut altogether?
No.
Exactly.
They are not.
But it's something else.
No, I think let's take it in a professional way. Orbit is Orbit, Orlando Pirates is Orlando Pirates.
Yes.
Orlando Pirates that needs game time from their development. If you check, majority of those boys from the Pirates development are going to Orbit. We understand. But the league, I don't
On the
think
silver
so.
platter, yes, you can say so.
Pirates,
No, I don't think so.
Pirates said we're going to win the league. They never said we're going to score. And they won the league.
Like I'm a Sundowns fan, but I don't think that Orbit gave Pirates the league. You know, reasons why they're getting relegated. You wouldn't do that, like sell yourself like that, just for another team to win, for you to die. You know, Pirates had a good run in this league. It's so unfortunate that their last game was controversial because of own goals and the association. Take that away, Pirates had a good season. You know, they deserve to win the league. That's why they not proud in their celebrations. You know, like they brag into a certain limit because deep down they know, hey, that last game is very questionable. No, but I'm not taking anything away from Pirates. They had a good
because OBD has had too much to lose. The relegation, the players they're going to package. Remember what you go NFT, I've grant I fan and
Yes,
PSL.
yes.
Don't understand. So I don't think they was gonna risk that.
You can't kill yourself for someone else to leave.
But if hypothetically, Jay, if the deal is too sweet,
Yeah.
because we can say Oguchi they can't risk that, but then Maucheka Oguchi, okay, we're gonna continue nalama player lawa I8 esin boleke wona into NFT, we will still cover their salaries in full. And then there's some that you will get on the
Of
side.
course.
You some deals.
Of course, there's always deals. If you say, okay, you guys can sacrifice yourselves,
Yeah.
but we're still gonna give you the 2 million grant a month.
You
know,
understand.
so you're not losing anything. So you at the better advantage than other teams. You can play with quality players, PSL players.
Go NFT.
Yeah, win the NFT and come back.
Yeah.
You know, there's always those deals. We're just speculating.
Yeah,
we're not saying that's what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, as in iphathise ikhanda it's serious, guys. I mean, I've heard like about Jomo complaining about Team Sugas complaining ukuthi it's very much expensive to run a team with PSL. So also if we say ukuthi Obi had a lot to lose by surviving, I think actually by going down.
Yeah.
I think no, they've saved by going down because of obviously out of 20 million, then there is another thing, maybe 15 yana or something. Because Pirates I think is a little 250,000 currently from the 20. So. Like I mean, that one I ratchet no man. It's too questionable. Like it's too questionable. I've never seen a team where you are about to be relegated. And then Chipa is leading against Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
But you also you are trailing. You are 2 goals down. Your goalkeeper will hold the ball and sleep in Chipezeze out of a blue. Like you see, those people who are waiting. That will say, okay, there is a sense of agency. You know, if Pirates got own goals in a Durban City game, I would have accepted that. And like Pirates was there, Pirates was pushing. And in that game, the second half again, the Mufukeng one that went to Murema again, and the Sibilibili one. Besides that, you will even see when Ovid was actually like getting the ball at the back, they will play it. just right here, corner last. Look, Selnoka. And the ball went in. Come on, guys. You know what? It's either you fire the goalkeeper coach, because whatever instruction that the guy was given, it does not make sense. I cannot move from my post and hit the ball.
Against the goalkeeper. Against Siwele. And because he's still contracted with Sundowns. Am I right?
He's on loan.
And
it was scrapped.
Because conceded 7 goals, and then after conceding 7 goals, he kept smiling. Wanted to give Sundowns 7 goals.
You can say Gos wanted to give Sundowns 7 goals. Unfortunately, the player scored. Because remember, it was the first time.
Golden Arrows born. TS Galaxy. Did you that one they won 6 something?
Yeah.
6-0. Yeah.
And then you go check the goals as Kore. I'm telling you, check that game. Check that game here, Pirates in the TS Galaxy. And then check TS Galaxy in the Sundowns. That goalkeeper, it's like 2 different people were in goals, but the goalkeeper you are.
And even the whole
so are
team.
you guys saying the league this year was scripted?
A lot happened.
It was.
Yeah.
And having to, you know why I will always mention Golden Arrows? Having actually to look at a relationship, Yagakoza and
Mamanto.
I lose that game. No matter how, there was a goal same as the Obit one. So those things.
Very questionable.
It's not a coincidence. Like a lot happened this season, guys. We can try to hide it. Maybe Sizamuguti Singa put the championship in disrepute, but a lot happened, guys. It was for starters in Jackpella from the word go. The team that won the league played most of its game so that they can have what advantage of accumulate more points. And by the time they were going away, you check intervals between their games. It's like they were supposed to rest. But you understand, a lot happened, man. Buffett.
And besides, since when the last games are not played on the same day at the same time?
Like
the Sundowns finishes their league. Pirates still has 2 games.
Come on.
And
you don't know. You playing your last game. You don't know whether you won the league or not.
Just imagine if
you finish the league at number 1, you can't celebrate.
Yes. If Pirates draw into those 2 games, what was going to happen? The league was supposed to fly to Morocco.
No, that's
the only choice. Even the organizing of this thing, the team that's playing CAF and PSL games finishes first.
Yeah. How?
Finishes first. They came first. 2 games ahead. Come on, guys.
It's the same every season. You can't corner every season.
Yes.
They should use the same system they've been using. What's different?
We already know who's going to participate CAF Champions League next one already. So we should like arrange our fixture accordingly, knowing that Kaizer Chiefs, Pirates, and Sundowns are playing Champions League. Let's sort out their fixtures now.
But you should go to the nearest police station.
They are
another thing that CAF needs to sort out is this 2-legged final. It's not happening anywhere else in the world. They need to cut that shit because it always the last game always go to the Arabs. They need to cut that shit off. Choose one neutral venue, go play the final there, like they do in Europe and anywhere else in the world. Not this thing of first leg, second leg.
Old-fashioned.
It doesn't work. And the
that's
league.
How they lost AECAF last season.
Yeah.
Even Pirates, if you remember Pirates 2013, they lost the same thing, the same way. They won against Al Ahly here, and then when they go that side,
they were mulked.
About Riga style.
And the leagues as well, they must like align all over the world. If the points are equal, they must decide whether it's goal difference or head to head. It can't be head to head there, it's goal difference there. Like it must be the same all over the world, because now you don't know who's ahead, which system did they use, So we must know that okay, we're using head to head. If they have equal points, we check the games they played against each other. You know, if it's goal difference, let it be so.
It's crazy. And also, man, they're not even proud, man. You know, when Kaizer Chiefs celebrates Nedbank till this day.
Yeah.
Check, I'm telling you, they're still making noise about that. You understand? So with this, which is the Pirates, we're talking of, and you know, I feel like they've won the league, but they are, you know,
They're still reserved in their
they
celebration.
want us fun, and if you're an ANC member, but you're ashamed of wearing the T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's a similar thing.
'Cause
You won the league, but now because of now there are talks behind based on how you've won the league. Now you're ashamed to come out and celebrate. If you can check the trophy tour, the Pirates, they didn't put any effort. You're just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and also as I said, because they've won the league, then days later, Sundowns, they won the CAF.
Yeah.
So right now, obviously.
And next season, somebody can take that trophy, but the star will stay forever.
Gabrielo.
Let's move then,
You guys are celebrating the same trophy that last year you were calling it a Ahly. This year you're the one celebrating. Last year when Sundowns were, this trophy looks like a Ahly Bubbly. This year you are proud of that Ahly Bubbly. Stop being hypocrites.
Sundowns, if they win that CAF,
Yeah?
if they win that CAF, Sundowns, you guys were in trouble.
Hey.
Yeah, you had to win that CAF.
Yeah, it was a must. It was a must.
Yeah.
So, but
But then there's more. There's Super Cup. There's Afro-Asian Intercontinental Cup. And they still have like 4 trophies to play for.
okay, but then let's say if Sundowns
I like
did
it,
win the
Gabriel.
league, was Caruso gonna stay though?
No.
No.
It wasn't,
We don't celebrate number 3 and call it an improvement, an achievement. No, we fired coaches after winning the league.
Yeah.
It's a pity we don't have Kaizer Chiefs fans here. You know, I would have loved to have Kaizer Chiefs fans and Orlando Pirates as well, so that they can.
No, they're comfortable. They are happy with the position 3. That is why they even see position 3 as an achievement. You can understand? Because as
Certainly for less.
yeah, but if there's no sun, you can only see the stars at night.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So the stars were not there. It was only the sun. Or
Yeah,
the
nobody
lights.
was shining brighter than you.
So it's us. PSL. Obviously, it was in preparation of the World Cup, you know, and we saw a lot happening. I think from last year, we saw a lot happening. Understand? People now wanted to know which criteria do you guys use to choose players. You understand? And then it became worse now when we take it to goalkeeper. You know, okay. 3 who are always selected, and then when no longer check my stats or the performance, my odds they're always against them.
Yeah.
So, but they are selected either way. You understand? And now if you start seeing even other, actually I'm a Pirates fan, but I think that guy deserves to be there. You understand?
Yeah.
I think there was a chat that we had with you. How did Mohopa make it to the squad? Bafana. I'm saying that looking at the performance of the Pirates, he's just an average performer. He does not even score goals that often. He's a striker. You understand?
Yeah.
One, the striker is to score goals.
To score goals, yeah.
More than anything else, essence. You know. So like I think the coach, he made a lot of decisions controversial that kept people talking, you know. Masakalaban, they were talking, but maybe it's jealousy and everything, but then now it's even worse, you know. This video school, he did something else as well. You know, and we prepared for the World Cup, and now people are not sure, most especially after the game here as well. People are not sure we're going to make it to the group stages.
We're not. With Bolil Foster.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything to earn his position from CAF From AFCON to World Cup qualifiers, he hasn't given us a reason to convince us why he's part of the squad.
Include Bentley as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a pity that the coach has freedom to choose to pick whoever he wants. You know, he doesn't have to explain to anyone. You know, even I'm very worried with our goalkeeping department as well. You know, we're not looking good. You know,
it's good to be honest.
No, Ronald Williams is past his prime. It's over for him. You know, that game of Suwelele and Sundowns, we had 2 national keepers conceding 11 goals on the same game. The 2 goalkeepers we taken to the World Cup, they conceded 11 goals on the same game. We don't have world-class goalkeepers in South Africa, to be honest.
Anymore.
You know what I mean? But I think what they look at is the quality of games. They don't look at the clean sheets. You can have clean sheets against OB5. You know, I think Williams, because he played a lot of Champions League, that gave him more advantage to be selected. You know, because you can.
Because Leon Antwerp clean sheets, it goes down to your defense.
Yeah.
We have China who's leading with the clean sheets. But if you check a game with Pirates, teams were not attacking Pirates as they supposed to. Pirates had a good defensive midfielders. They had a good defense.
They're gonna give him goalkeeper of the season without considering those facts. You know that Pirates is the first team to finish the season without conceding a penalty. Do you think if Pirates conceded penalties, China was gonna have all those clean sheets? No, it's because of the defense, of the cleanliness. Pirates is the first team to finish. You know, a lot of factors.
Parents, the league was given to them as well.
Yeah, a lot of factors helped China to have clean sheets.
Pirates was organized this season. Was more organized than previous seasons. And you look at you just mentioned Umakhopa now. What does the role of Umakhopa? Pirates got more of their goals from the midfielders, which is O'Reilly, from the wing, which is Apolisi, you understand? But those runs that Umakhopa was doing, and then if you check most of his game, he was dropping deep, cover as a number 10, or you understand? So that's what made that blockage to protect the Uchaine. That what led to Pirates not conceding even a penalty. That what led the Pirates not even to have
not even one.
Yeah, the discipline that they maintain.
Going back to the World Cup chat, so it means if I'm a stats, they put you as number 1. Uchaine, he has better stats than Ronald Williams.
Stats,
even trophies, even
okay.
So it means why is
listen. You can have 15 goals from penalties. That doesn't qualify you to be a player of the year. So you must look at
what qualifies Uronmin to be. Let's put Kef aside because Kef is yesterday.
Yeah.
What qualifies him?
No, it is Kef. It is Kef. No. I'm saying it's consistent. Sundowns for the past however years they play this season. So the experience. No. I'm saying they look at those things. The experience you've accumulated. How do you perform under pressure? How do you perform in Egypt with 100,000 people of supporting your opposition? They consider all those facts. How do you perform when the refs are against you because you're playing away? You know, there's teams who've never played outside of South Africa here. You know, do you think when they play in Morocco, Tunisia for the first time, they're going to withstand the pressure? they consider those things, not the clean sheets you achieved against Amazulu.
I think that's what also Madala said, to say the reason behind Williams is he can rise to the occasion. That character of being there, especially in
the big game
games, in big stages, yeah, you understand. So that's another thing that it works on his favor now. You understand? But hey,
I don't think now the debate is about Williams being part of South Africa currently.
Yeah.
I think the debate is about okay, why now will you leave Peterson and then choose Ukos? Because that's where the controversial comes in terms of like a goalkeeping department. I wanted to express this. Even though Ngatiwa Usipo China did not concede a lot of goals, but also he should get credit in terms of marshalling the defense at the end of the day, because of he is literally the last man looking at them. He can be able to now say, okay, you like cover this one, cover that one, and all those things. The only problem now, it gets to a point that whatever actually a small hole or whatever like mistake that happens, if the ball comes to China, it gets in. You see, so that's now whatever mistake. Even if like you can say you are clearing, like you are shooting and miscue, then it will go in. like you see. So when it comes to Umatala, mena for mena, I wouldn't also for such a long time. I think the first 5 games, Peterson was brilliant. He never conceded. You see. And then Gwaba, his second half year league, he did the same thing. But still, Bebalog Bamshia. So taking Peterson now to Yomfaga with deep end, like Bafana World Cup, I think it was also going to be something else. I'm not saying which is not good. The guy is good. The guy, like, according to me, he should at least get equal keeper of the season based on a short hour face, Lama save our wins it. Had a lot of, like, he's the only goalkeeper with PSL who has like actually turned into a sector goal against Orlando Pirates, who face like more than 4 like one-on-ones, like a clear goal scoring chances, but Waba denier. So I feel it was injustice from day one. But now, if Azo Kulumuguti U Peterson Ngibena only 2 days, for the first time Magatata U Williams for like mazi like at all. So there's no way you can say like the reason is because of like 2 days. Someone came with social media the reason why Umatala Ashiabo Peterson is because of Agafunu Williams having a competition. So knowing China no cause they are comfortable with benching. So Williams will like now take all the games. He World Cup
No, remember earlier we spoke about marketing and branding. Portugal sacrificed like 4 or 5 players just to put Ronaldo in. Players who are performing better, because he's well marketed, he's a brand, So you must consider those factors, that some players are well marketed than others.
But also his cause.
And also, even besides scoring, Ronaldo, the motivation.
That's what I'm saying. You see, now we're mentioning other things, but not the performance.
The characters outside out of the field. Off the field characteristics.
No, we're talking about on. If you can put Ronaldo in the Ronaldo will score. We know that he's gonna score.
Yeah.
You see, and then also besides,
but he will
scoring,
not pass.
No, he does, guys. No. No. I know.
Check his assist and compare it to other players. Check how many times has he assisted other players to score.
I'm a Ronaldo fan, but he has less assists.
Yes, but he has more goals.
His job is to score.
His job is to score. You are complaining now that Mahopa is not scoring, but Mahopa comes and link with it. I don't like Mahopa. You know why I hate Mahopa? Because we favorite Gama Mendlin. So I cannot comment. So but he drops Mahopa, comes back, link up with Abomfukeng, Naboban. So that's when Lakuzo Choluguch, okay, Mahopa, even though Angakor, but he will assist this actually like a
striker, guys.
Yeah, as much as you are a striker, but you need someone also goes with Caesar, like your opponent.
We're trying to marinate this whole thing. Yes, I get what you're saying. But as a striker, the striker, we want. Right? It's the strike. Is to score goals. Yes, I get it. He goes back and do whatever and assist there and there. We don't want that from him. If you are correct, if it makes sense, guys. He's a striker.
But it's a new formation of football now. You know, him linking with the midfielders is opening the spaces because of he pulls all these defenders to him. The focus goes to him. That's the reason why Relay is mastering that position 10. I said it when the season started. I said, if Relay can master this position, immediately when Coach Odu moved him from the wing, give him the role, the number 10 role, I said, if Relay can master this position, he's going to score more goals. And he did. He did. Immediately when he get used to that position, he got those goals because of the same, those spaces, those pockets that Mahopa was opening when he pulled those defenders. You understand? So,
do you think it's that dangerous Mahopa can put?
Yeah, he is.
And again, we don't have those number 10s like your highlight in South Africa, right? We even if we can say Parrot needed Mabasa. Mabasa is not the striker that is not a deadly striker. He's a striker that has a appearance, but he's not that deadly. Where you say
what is
he can kill.
Wait, man, with 54 goals, he's not a deadly striker.
But you know what is the difference between Mahopa and Mabasa? Mabasa knows the target. So there are certain actually balls that went to Mahopa's way and they did not go in. He couldn't finish those. But if it was Mabasa, then it was guaranteed a goal. So that's the difference. Hence now, by that time, I think in the province, it says a lot in game time because.
So another thing, guys, do you think Pesitao and Lodge don't deserve to be in the squad?
Lodge deserve.
Oh my God, Pesitao.
Me, Lodge, I think he does.
Lodge
Pesitao disappeared on me.
Yeah.
Understand? So, but Lodge, if you open your feed, you can see like there's more updates of Lodge, how he plays, what he does. Which is Pesitao, we used to like that guy. With Mongena on Facebook, Ongena on YouTube, it's Pesitao with this. But now, it's been a minute since I saw Pesitao. I see more of Lodge on our feeds, and now get to keep track on how he's performing.
Kota?
But Lodge is injured.
Did they say that?
Yeah, he's injured now currently.
Wasn't he part of the preliminary squad?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't chosen.
Like serious. And Umatala obviously unalama tendency ukuthi ma uperforma kakhethi. Ayina so scoring in and out.
If it's personal, if it's personal,
And
Umatala was saying Lodge is 33, but Utembazwane is older. So how do you explain that?
And also, if you deliver, you deliver, man.
Let's also go back to history. Matala no Lodge.
Yeah.
Remember, Matala used to select to Lodge. Lodge wale malipa shawin. You remember? And that was when Matala needed him most. Lodge was ulimele shawin, and then the comment on the social media to say, mina nglimele.
But you know, you
understand? That's what Matala said. You said you are a professional player. You understand? So I think that's what broke the relationship. You understand? That's what broke the relationship between Matala no Lodge.
No, but you can still call that player then Liego Mafizio, which is just to show Gutulimele. You do have physios then
No, I don't think it's about Uglimala. It's about it's about attitude. Uguti, okay, Anglimele, I'm not coming. Without explaining, without humbling yourself. Angisho when you think you Lodge, you're bigger than life. You know.
Then now we need to settle for Rabo Foster just because of Fabantuba bigger than life.
Yeah. Also, guys, coach, sometimes you think we have to train we are born in okay, what is he doing? In terms of selecting players. You understand? Because it's not only Lodge just an issue now. Right? What about other players?
Yeah,
there was no listening behind
Mina I think Umatala untshela ukuthi selection yakhe ehamba kanjani. You understand? It's just that asifuna ukumlalela Umatala. Yeah, you understand? Because uMatala ubelievela more in relationships that he has built along the years he's been there.
Mara, if
you
those
can't-
relationships I was helping with Sirichama group stages, what's the point?
It's not about that for Umatala. Umatala believes in abantu abakhe. You cannot tell him otherwise. This goalkeeping thing department, who's the goalkeeper coach? He's from Sweden.
Yes.
So now you see Uguti, he has a say Uguti, but Ugos is better than Peterson in this way. I work with him every day. I know. You understand? So Lapana, it's about relationship for Matala. Matala, you cannot you want to tell me after a performance Kakabini Bafana before the last game warranted him Uguti Ayego go World Cup? No. It didn't. But because of Matala has that thing Uguti, he knows the boy. He knows what the boy is capable of, and he has been in his camp for the longest of time. He doesn't want to break harmony Matala. Matala ufuna team yake emlalelayo eyenza izinto ezithi azenza. Finish and clear. You can perform like prime Ronaldo currently. If you are never a part of his team leading up to this World Cup, you're not going to go to that World Cup. Just make peace with that. Umatala osifunela abantu bakhe abamaziyo abaziyo qha.
He must stop that thing. It's not about him. It's not about him.
It's not gonna stop because
I
after
know,
this World Cup is leaving.
but that but that Bafana that played against Nicaragua is gonna get embarrassed at the World Cup.
You talking about the Bafana of yesterday?
Yeah.
He was testing waters.
That thing is not gonna go anywhere.
He was testing waters. Like it's not that you're not gonna see those.
Last game before the World Cup, you're still testing waters.
Obviously, because like game time because majority of those players bazobuya World Cup.
He has his starting 11 already, and that's not the one.
Even if no ngahamba no goalkeeper one, ahambe nje 15 players. Uzoba right and we will cut the cost.
Hey, anything can happen.
Well, I know there is nothing that's gonna happen there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, but also, man, bear in mind, the coach you feel like, perform better. To be honest, we started watching them or seeing them perform better with.
He has done his part, guys.
And also, he kept knowing with Vele. You know, sometimes if the shoes that you have to feel they're not big, it's another can talk like arrogant and the pride, and it's because he knows the previous coach Begala didn't do a good job. You understand? He came and Timaka speaks like Masemi. So like actually, this is the one. He saw that and he became big headed according to
The thing is, Hugo Broos has achieved his goal. Because when he came, he wanted to qualify for AFCON and the World Cup. And he has achieved those two. Now he can do whatever because he delivered. Yeah, because he delivered. It doesn't matter what.
Like, the only way Ebesizo recognize the Bafana is if they were going up. Because we were down and out.
Yeah.
And Umatala, we can dislike him or we like,
but he did his
but Umatala has delivered for the national team. For one, Moguti.
Yeah,
he has done a lot for this national team.
Yeah, it's
But from what let's be honest, Dumza, I agree.
It's the same as
you see
it's the Kaiser Chiefs situation.
Yeah,
it's the
you see
Kaiser
a
Chiefs
different
situation.
I wanted to go there.
Yeah, it's the same as Kaiser Chiefs.
No.
Yeah.
Those are different levels.
They did not.
No.
That's what we're celebrating now. Hey, Bafana has improved, but
a lot
achieved nothing.
Semi-final of AFCON is not. But Axel achievement.
But
yeah,
the bronze. It's Axel achievement.
Okay, say kumbula previous say nini.
Nah.
Ngitse kumbula na le ya.
We were not there. That is what's
Yes.
We were not qualifying for AFCON.
Okay, listen.
For me, I think they
Number two.
Bafana.
Number 2 is the best loser. Out of all the losers, number 2 is the best loser. The biggest loser of all the losers
of all time.
Yes. So you cannot be proud of being the best loser.
Nah, but go.
No,
When it comes to Bafana Bafana,
no.
guys, let's be honest.
Yes, I'm
guys.
saying it's the we see we see the movement from
60.
yes. We see the movement from being rated number 66 to 60. That's like Kaizer Chiefs moving from number 9 to number 3.
But again, when was the last time Bafana qualifies for a World Cup so
2002.
nicely? So freely, so confident.
2002.
When was
The
the
last
last time
time
Bafana
qualified
qualified
for the
for the World Cup? So like this, the way Matalaya's
It was
qualified
easier this year. Like they took 10 teams.
You understand?
That's
So
why they qualified. If they were still taking 5, they were not gonna make it.
we qualified on top of our group, my guy. We qualified on top of our group.
Yes, but if they were taking 5, the group was gonna be different. If they were taking 5 teams to the World Cup, the group was gonna be different and more difficult.
True.
What's the bottom line?
The bottom line is we're celebrating mediocrity.
No. The bottom line is that we qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yes.
We understand that. That's the bottom line.
And that's the best we can do. That's the best we can do because we're not seeing the group stages.
And
That's what we're celebrating.
If we're going to the World Cup by qualification, not by hosting, it means we're doing something right. Because the last time we were in the World Cup, it was by hosting. How many World Cups came after that? We never qualified for them. How many AFCONs came after that? We never qualified for them until Madala Bruce arrived.
True.
And then all those things changed. We have now qualified for 2. We have qualified for a World Cup. My brother, give that man his flowers.
Magahambe.
Give that man his flowers.
After the World Cup,
No, he's going. He's going after World Cup. And if Latanda Gabu,
that's what he said.
That guy, they gave him full control, guys.
Yeah.
he has.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but he did ask for full control when he started taking Bafana. That was the first thing that he asked for. He said, "You guys, if you give me this job,
My terms. Yes.
You understand?
It works. If they give you control of the team, it works.
Yeah.
Because you'll make a decision, which is that's why we're talking about him now. Because sometimes he's making a decision our time, but he has full control. And then
but to be honest, I think also Isafa has failed because of they only do that to our international coaches. They don't do that to our local coaches. So which Babanega is full control.
Yeah.
You will find about the nature tanning at control. No, but like serious guys, you know this thing it needs to end, guys. There is no way we have a lot of actually former players actually shots, because now those people, they know which what happened in 1996 winning AFCON. They know they should be there. They should be able to motivate some player. Just imagine hold a position our pet
President for life.
Same as Ivan Cause.
Yeah.
Same as Ivan Cause. That's why I could my game we man.
Only that will set us free from those guys.
Mind you, come on.
Hey guys, we're done, man. This was a dope episode. The cows are in closing.
Who do you think is gonna win the World Cup?
Mamelodi Sundowns.
Sundowns.
World Cup.
No. You said that I was giving my closing remarks.
I'm asking you the closing question.
No. I'm saying, congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns. It's 10 years. It's a long time, eh? The others who have been waiting since 95. So
31 years.
So they did it in record time. So the team has been very, very good.
My question stands.
Who wins the World Cup?
You want me to answer you?
Yes.
No.
Oh, your favorite?
England.
Serious?
Yeah. They have a good squad.
Is it?
Yeah.
England.
Hurricane.
No, the whole squad.
You think?
It's very balanced.
The last time England won the World Cup was 60 years ago in 1966.
They're not doing it.
So 2026.
Yeah, that's 60 years ago. and they keep on saying it's coming home every World Cup.
Yeah, every year,
Yeah.
every 4
No,
years.
I believe they will. They have a good team. I think if
I'm on to Spain, man. I don't think France is gonna win it because France they always go to the finals when they win it. You understand?
Yeah.
And they have a good track record in France when it comes to World Cups. Understand? For me, I think it's Spain.
I think it's going to be France.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think it's going to be France.
I also think it's between Spain and France. I don't see South Americans winning it. I think it's going to Europe, either France or Spain.
Germany.
Put number three. Head number three. I think put them at number three.
Not
go
ahead of
Germany.
Spain. Not ahead of Spain and France.
And also,
France is Spain, and then Spain is Copanele Germany in the final. Germany is just Spain.
Okay, let's do another episode after the World Cup.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just have a message kusipho guys ne there was under one ngicela ukuthi angasigqoki iskipa sa 2 stars please. No. One.
Mr. K closing.
Yeah, man, it's been a good season. The PSL was very exciting. You know, not predictable at all. Who's gonna win? It was Pirates Sundowns. You know, I enjoyed that. You know, it takes away that Farmers League thing. You know, so congratulations to Pirates for winning the league, and congratulations to Sundowns for winning Champions League. And congratulations to Bafana for qualifying for the World Cup. All the best.
Super.
Cup of coffee.
All the best to Bafana and Arsenal. Arsenal made my season. Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah, I didn't. We've been waiting for this. You know, sometimes when you always like. I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't like Man City.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I don't like Man City. You know, so when I see Man City coming and closing the gap, and I was like, the match they repeating this again. But now they are the champions. Congrats to Arsenal, Orlando Pirates for treble. Remember, not position 3. Treble. And Mamelodi Sundowns, all the best until the Club World Cup. Yeah, we wish them all the best.
It was a League Cup. Huta Sundowns, then that it was a plastic cup. That's what they said.
You know what I wish for? I wish for the next 2 seasons for Pirates to win the Champions League. Listen, to win Champions League, so we can have 2 teams at the Club World Cup.
Oh, okay.
You know, because Sundowns are already qualified for 2029.
Yeah.
So now it's from Africa, it's Pyramids and Sundowns. So every year, whoever wins the World Cup, the Champions League, qualifies for the World Cup. So I'm wishing for Pirates to win before 2029, so that we have like 2 teams representing us at the World Cup.
Okay, I thought you wanted to say PSL.
mina ngicela usipho ukuthi angafaki itazi too guys. Hey, the one thing that I can just say now is to sibonga ama subscriber wethu guys, you've been lovely, even though sisa shota kancane ukufika lapha kwela 1000 subscription, but yeah, big ups to you guys. We like the fact that you guthi niyasibukela, niya commenter. So yes, this is your show. We here because of you. Thank you.
And thank you.
And stop saying, hold on, stop saying I'm a stick to hip hop. I'm a football coach. Nigga, I'm a football coach. And I win my games. I got trophies and medals to prove it.
Who knows?
Thank you so much for Radio Azana for accommodating us. And also they're saying, if you want to come back again and use their studio, we are very much welcome to do that. So this is a dope studio. Thank you so much for accommodating us. So we're looking forward to coming back here and have more episodes. Dango.
Shout out.
He's very Sundowns, China.